Alright, and we're back. Today I do intend on finishing up the epilogue. I've been putting it off for a few days, but why not? I might be either doing Ghost of Tsushima or something else after this, because why not? Also, a Fortnite stream could be a thing in the possible near future. Which would literally just be me and some friends just building the map and creative. Nothing special. For old time's sake. To be honest with you, I should really just finish up Ghost of Tsushima, but it's just, the burnout is real. It's to the point where if I were to put Ghost of Tsushima in like my top 10 games, it wouldn't go very high. Because the burnout's too easy on it. I mean, there's much more games that I was able to play for way longer without burnout. Like, 100%ing Nier Automata, for instance. Somehow, doing that for as long as I did back to back, like 12-hour sessions a day, I didn't get burnt out. Same with Dead Island 2, didn't get burnt out. What else? What the hell is this? Wait. Grand Marshal Adventure ranked matches are here? Team up with your Bangbu and blast past your opponents. Interesting. That sounds fun. But yeah, as I was saying, it just, any other game in my top 10 I didn't get burnt out on. Alright, talk to you later, Nicole. So yeah, aside from, like, number one is Dead Space, and of course I would play that game a hell of a lot more if I wasn't gonna piss myself trying to. I don't know. I fucking love it, but at the same time, I wish I was less scared of it. But then again, if I was less scared of it, I wouldn't like it as much. Fucking, I could yap about it for ages too. It's like, the atmosphere, the soundtrack, everything about it's so fucking good. I fucking the thing that had me at the very beginning was the HUD. I love that the HUD is super immersive. Like, everything's in a logical spot. In like an actual like industrial scenario, it would be reasonable for all the placements. Like, for instance, at the angle of, since the ammo is displayed on your weapon, that's a or tool, depending on what it is. That's a pretty reasonable thing, pretty reasonable mechanic. Your health is displayed on your back, which is for reasoning probably so the people you're working with can see how if you've got really injured or something to tell the severity, because you can probably notice yourself that you're injured, but someone else might not know like how fucked it is. So that's a good one. For instance, the jetpack feature. Um, the way that one kind of works would be, for instance, basically allowing our people behind you to see that you are about to activate your, uh, jetpack function, or thruster function, whatever the hell it's called. Um, your inventory. Um, I, I love how, like, the map and everything is a matter of, like, you literally, it's like a hologram that appears in front of you to allow you to know what all you have and everything. Just the design and everything is so good. And the remake just did it so good, apparently, too. Like, I never played the original, but the remake is very well received. I mean, hell, a 4.7 or 4.8 in on any console is fucking great in the reviews. Like, it's like a 4.7 on PlayStation, like a 4.7 or 4.8 on Xbox. And I don't know how highly it rates on Steam, but I know it's also pretty high there. And then the gore design and dismemberment, also really fucking good too. But yeah, as I was saying, the gore's fucking phenomenal too. Um, the weapon choices are also very nice. How all of them are basically industrial tools except for the pulse rifle, which is a pretty interesting choice. Um, what else? The amount of enemy types is great. There's at least 10 different enemy types in that one game. And that's not even counting the armored variants.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
What else? It's just, I could yap about it for a while. Near Automata is my second favorite game, and I 100% that one on the Xbox. That that was such a good game. I got all 27 endings, which are the 26 main endings, and of course the secret one. What else? Maneater is definitely really high up there as well. And Dead Island 2, I 100% both of them, although with the added DLCs, I have still have yet 200% Dead Island 2 as of currently because they added more DLC. I just haven't gotten around to playing it. But overall, really great game. Jacob's best character to play as. You cannot change my mind. Maneater, fucking great as well. I fucking love the narrator in that game. It just makes it so fucking goofy. What else? Starfield, I'd say it's much lower in my tier list now, but it was a very good game. I still think it was pretty solid. The Last of Us, I wouldn't put anywhere on the tier list. Zenless, I would easily put pretty high on this tier list. It's hard to really say, though. I would still say Dead Space and Nier Automata are both 1 and 2, but Zenless, just, it's like, can I? It's a bit difficult to really say, but it's somewhere between 3rd and 5th. Because I don't know if I like it more than Dead on 2 or Maneater, but I don't know if I like those two more than I like Zoneless. So it's somewhere between 3rd and 5th place for me. And then in 6th, I'd probably put Starfield. Unless there's another game I'm forgetting. Then there are, what else? Was also really good games. For me personally. Pokemon Sapphire. Not Pokemon. Pokemon Emerald was pretty solid. Although I'm not sure if I'd put it in my top 10, but I did quite enjoy the game. Pokemon Sword was pretty good too, but it was. I wish there was more to it, to be honest. It's pretty limited experience, to be honest. Aside from that, so currently with Starfield at 6th, what would be next? Well, that's not a YouTube notification I wanted to see. That makes me sad. Um, it's Mume's final message, apparently. That sounds pretty sad, but yeah. I forget when it said that she's graduating. I know her and Gargura are graduating relatively soon. From what I heard, Gargura is graduating on May 2nd. Pretty sad. I don't plan on bringing up the recent VTuber drama as well, mainly because that's just not my thing. I didn't look into it much myself, I just know it happened, and I'm going to leave it at that. Aside from that, the graduations are pretty sad. But it is their choice. That is fair. I didn't look too far into it, mainly because I didn't want to feel depressed or sad about it. Even though I didn't really watch any of them, or either of them, it's still sad to see. Truly is end of an era. Because was that like 3 different HoloLive members that have left this year alone? First Fauna, now Gar and Mume. So, yeah. Back to what I was saying though. Numero 7 on my tier list on games. Metro was really solid, but I don't know if I'd put it right there. Which would be Metro 2033 Redux. I might put it there. It's a bit hard to say. I remember I liked Scarlet Nexus, is pretty solid. DDLC, I like that game too, but Helldivers. Yeah, okay. I would put Helldivers 2 ahead of Starfield. I'd put that in 6th place and put Starfield at 7. Because I'm going to tell you, when I'm having the most amount of fun in Helldivers, it beats the most amount of fun I had in Starfield. Although I will say I definitely played Starfield a hell of a lot more than I played Helldivers 2. Mainly because Helldivers 2 has a real lack for content. It could have more stuff, to be honest. I wish it did, to be honest. But they are a rather small um, team. It has a very small dev team, so you can't really blame them for not being able to push out content. But it makes you appreciate them even more for constantly pushing out like bug fixes and updates, and constantly being able to like change like the major orders and everything. It's like they have a little thing prepared for just about anything at this rate, which is super cool. But so that puts Helldivers 2 at 6 and Starfield at 7. 8. 8 could be Metro, it could be DDLC. I'm not really sure. What else could it possibly be? Um, Scarlet Nexus was good. Fucking, what else? DDLC was good. Metro was good. All three of them are pretty good. But would I put them in top 10? Because with Scarlet Nexus, I think it does deserve to be in the top 10. Because I remember it being very good for its time. Art style was great. Game was great. The combat was fun. But yeah, no, yeah, I'd say I'd leave it at that for that. So I would say put it at 8. Now, would I just slam Metro and DDLC into 9, 10? Maybe. It's like maybe I would put Ghost of Tsushima at 10, but to be honest, it hits sometimes really well, but the burnout just makes me kind of not want to put it there. And The Last of Us Part 1, it was good, but the gameplay was not really that crazy. Um, it's kind of hard to say. Maybe I would put it. Metro was good, but I don't know if I'd put it in top 10. One Piece of World Seeker I did enjoy quite a lot, to 100%, that is. So maybe I would put it at 9. Um, but then there's still a few other games I need to beat. I need to beat Star Blade. I need to beat One Piece Odyssey, which I heard Odyssey's really good, but I'm gonna be honest with you, in the early game it's just too easy, so I kind of got bored with it. I'm sure the difficulty gets harder, but yeah, I'll pick it up eventually. And Star Blade, I quite enjoy it, but um, it's hard to say with that one. I need to at least beat it before I can rank it. Same with Ghost of Tsushima. Uh, any other games that come to mind? Um, Minecraft Dungeons maybe, because I put so much time into that. I maybe a COD, but see my thing is with CODs, each one has a flaw. Cold War's flaw was really just okay. To say this to give clarification, I mean by zombies. Because I don't fuck with multiplayer, and the campaign I do like one time. But in Cold War, the zombies, the problem with that is just I guess it just didn't have a whole lot content-wise, and the quality just wasn't there, but it wasn't necessarily bad either. And then Black Ops 6. The problem with this one is that the camo grind's not even remotely fun for either multiplayer or zombies. So that takes away to why I don't even want to grind it that much. I just do the Easter eggs. Which, don't get me wrong, the maps are amazing. The camos are pretty cool, but the camo grind itself, though, is just get headshots. And to be honest with you, that's just boring. No, there's nothing fun in that. To the point where I'm like, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was funner for camo grinding. Because of the diversity, I really love the Modern Warfare camo grind system. It's just great. Or at least the current age camo grinding for Modern Warfare's. Where it's like, you level up your gun, and as you level it up, you unlock different camo challenges. Like 4 different camo challenges. Each one is different. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're difficult. And you do all 4 of them, and then you can do your gold camo challenge. And then if you do gold camo challenges for a certain amount of guns, for that gun class, you then unlock, you can then do like a silver or platinum camo, a platinum camo, I think. And then you just repeat that cycle for all gun sections, and then you do another camo challenge, and then to unlock like whatever the next tier is. I'm not really sure what it would be. Okay, wait, for instance, in Modern Warfare 2, it was gold, platinum, polyatomic, and then it was what was the last one called? Orion. That was a really nice camo system. Same with Modern Warfare 3. They also had really good ones. Now, the problem with Black Ops 6 zombies, though, in this case, is just I get bored fast with the camo grind. It's just not hitting. Maybe it was partially due to the fact I did the Modern Warfare 3 camo grind for Modern Warfare 2 guns and Modern Warfare Zombies before it dropped by like a month. That could have been it, so the burnout was just meant to happen, but it's just not hitting. As much as I love Terminus and Little Demo, it's like there's only a limit to how much I could do those maps. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest. So, like, putting a COD in my top 10 is a bit difficult because there's only one part of COD I like, and honestly, it's the camo grind. If the camo grind's fun, then I'll enjoy what I like relatively second about the game, which would normally be zombies. I still don't know how the fuck I managed to pull up getting the Master Camo in Modern Warfare 2, to be honest, though. Like, I do not like multiplayers, yet I somehow managed to do that. So when it comes down to it, I think I would put Scarlet Nexus at 9, and at 10, that's kind of like currently an open spot. I don't really have a game I could really say I would like to put there. So what's the list? Dead Space remake, Nier Automata, we'll say for the sake of it, Zenless, Dead Island 2, and then Maneater, followed by Helldivers 2, Starfield, What was next? Probably One Piece World Seeker, if I had to guess. I could be off though. Followed by Scarlet Nexus. So that's 9 games. 10th, I don't know. It's not a bunch of games that have ever really made lasting impacts on me, really. And I don't want to say Fortnite either. Because Fortnite, it's like... That would be nostalgia. And I don't like playing on nostalgia. Yeah, I guess that's enough of that yap session. Another contender would be Minecraft Dungeons, because that's technically where I met some of the friends I've had for the longest time now. Which Fortnite also fits that criteria.
This won't hurt. Nah. Just this once. I'm here. Behave yourself. Great timing. Huh? Boring opponent. Neat and tidy. Huh? Yep. Keep your filthy hands off. Move it! Gotcha! Easy work. Huh? How irksome. It's no good surrendering. Huh? A boring opponent. Neat and tidy. Great timing. Look around. Behave now. Easy work. Huh? Yep.
I think I'm better off with this team currently using Chingy's a DPS, to be honest, considering how she works.
Yep.
It'd be the most logical thing to do.
Stay away from me. Oh, better. Fine. Off the button. Great timing. Boring the plan. Neat and tidy. Huh? Yep. Huh? How irksome. It's no good surrendering. Easy work. Huh?
Fucking love the community. Alright, let's see here. So that's 3, that's 95, 95, so that's 31, 31 on top, so 74. We have 74 purple ether chips. Quick math. Let's see here. What else to do?
You want to need some I only handle technical matters.
Actually, I should probably save my Denny's in hindsight. Who are you? Interesting. Why is this lucky that Vivian is the obsessive, not possessive type? In thought process, I think. Then again, um, I mean, what else could I really just dump it into? I guess just more ether chips, to be honest. Because I'm like I'm pretty confident that that's what Izwin is gonna be. I'm rather confident that she's a specialized ether, but her like typage is super strange. Like we have an icon, but we don't know what the hell it means. Like that shit don't look like an anomaly. It don't look like anything we would know.
Get away from me! Gotcha! Yep. How irksome. You better not get my trust. I'm here. Behave yourself. Easy work. Boring opponent. It's no good surrendering. Great timing. Yep. How irksome. Neat and tidy.
I'll admit, the one thing I'm confused about when it comes to Vivian is she pairs well with, in theory, more anomalies.
You want to test my hammer?
I shall
One.
Good day, Lord Bacon.
But then that brings into a question, how would a proper team for her actually work? I mean, think about it like this. Because if you have two anomalies, then what do you put as your third character? Do you put a stunner or do you put an attacker? In theory, a stunner and attacker you need indefinitely, unless one of them doubles as another. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. If Izwin's anything like what Miyabi was like, and basically is an anomaly that can double as an attacker, then that's our solution. If not, I am very confused about what the intent was here in the long run. Surely they didn't just be like, let's make a character who'd work good with another anomaly character, and then not think about it beyond that. I believe in Hoyo more than that. Let's see here. In case you're wondering why I'm so energetic, I've basically just been napping all day, to be honest. Very strange for me to do that. Also, another question. Why the fuck does she pair so well with fire? Hmm. So after reading all this, So basically, what I'm reading here is that for some weird reason, Vivian would go really well with Bernice. If I'm thinking about this correctly in theory. When a base attack feather bloom hits a target that is suffering from ether, electric, fire, physical, or ice anomaly, it will trigger a bloom dealing additional attribute anomaly damage. The additional damage is okay. When base attack feather bloom hits a target that is away. Oh, I see what it said. So basically, it's saying if let's say for instance, if like an enemy has been affected by fire attribute anomaly and they're burning now, if Vivian uses her combo, it'll basically just do whatever her anomaly proficiency is, uh, divided by 10 multiplied by 6.15 as an additional damage to it. And it would go to, or whatever element the original attack was. So it would actually be doing uh, her anomaly proficiency divided by 10 multiplied by 8. Or something of the sort. And that would be your percent of additional damage. Actually, no. But considering the only possible would be electric, but it's extremely unlikely. So more than likely, if I just hit the combo on, and so I mainly will just only be considered about, well, fucking thinking about I don't know. I don't know. To me, she seems rather normal when it comes to it. It's just a factor that she can work with more than one anomaly character on a team rather well. Let's see here. Hmm. Hmm. So, from what I can tell, Vivian is technically a multi-elemental with this ability. Like, Mm, she would low-key pair better with a fire team, low-key. And with how the anomalies kind of work, maybe two anomalies might be better than having a stunner. It's a bit hard to say, but I think it would depend on the quality of anomaly. It's a bit hard to say. But yes, if it's not ether you're not using her with, she works rather well with fire, it seems. Because her damage gets converted into fire damage. So for instance, using her with Bernice and probably a lighter would be a pretty good, nice combo. Because I think lighters are pretty good, like a pretty fast-paced stunner. So in theory, you could use Vivian with any team. To be honest, she's a very nice anomaly. You could use her probably most effectively though with a team that is ether or fire. Well, ether of course, but fire somewhat effectively with electric, and kind of okay with ice. It's like, but it wouldn't really be worth it with its ice. But you could. Um, so I would say Vivian's future prospects of how good she can really be will probably be guided by if Easewin's abilities are gonna be really well. If like she's like a stunner or an anomaly, we will be set. That is basically my hopes, that she is a stunner or an anomaly, or if not, an attacker that's really good at being an anomaly or really good at being a stunner. Because if you think about it, she shouldn't there be better than Miyabi. Miyabi was an anomaly that was really good as an attacker, or overall really good at pretty much. Well, yeah, pretty much that. Um, But yeah, proper ether team will probably, like, the perfect ether team that you could probably get would probably, once Easewin's out, probably her, Vivian, and probably Astariel. Although Nicole's pretty solid at doing what she does.
Pick me, and I promise you'll learn big.
It's a bit difficult to say, per se, though. I think some people get really confused about what Vivian's prospects as leader. Because as an anomaly, she does great. She doesn't require another anomaly. Her entire thing is that she can be used with any team semi-effectively. Because the thing is, though, no matter what, on any team, she's still going to be doing a fuck ton of damage, no matter what. It's just an added bonus that she can also do anomaly damage of different other anomaly types. Which is interesting. You don't per se require another anomaly user to make her worth your time. Which I think was a bit of a misconception I saw when I was like scrolling through Hoyo Labs. Then again, I could just be the one not understanding here, but who knows? Um, Either way, I'm basically just betting everything on East win. Like, I don't know even how the hell I'm gonna build or anything. Essentially, I need to have, by the end of this update, a good enough amount of pools. I came into here with like 30 technically. Somehow, after spending a fuck ton of them, I got a bunch back. So I'm gonna need to hopefully leave this with enough. Well, okay, let's think about this logically. Let's say if I get real unlucky, if I can manage to get 50 this time, 50 during this half of 1.7, and get 50 in the second half, and then 50 when in 1.8 when East Wind drops, I should more than likely be able to get her. Although I'd like to get her weapon, but I don't know how many times I can win a 75-25 in a row. Because so far I've won all of mine, and that makes me scared. Because my luck will eventually run out. And if it does,
You want to test my hammer?
the only character is a W engine that I would want out of the base 6 characters. Maybe Rena's, because I actually use her.
Need something?
Hey,
And the reason why not for Coletta or Lacans is just because apparently their W engines actually aren't better for them. Weirdly enough.
made Rena.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Sokaku, ready!
It's our turn, bro.
I'll help you win.
Maybe
Well, let's
Graces,
start you.
although I wouldn't really know what I would use a Grace for, to be honest.
I have 2 guns.
Admittedly.
lies with the winner.
Or just another Necromata? I don't know. None of them are that useful to me. So, as per usual, we'll have to bet everything on luck. And if I'm able to get enough pulls for that. We'll see. Bang Boo Bash. Let's go check this out. Poor fella. Higher ranked score faster, more carrots. Ranked rules. The Grand Marshal Adventure ranked mode consists of 5 ranks. At the end of each match, players earn ranking points based on their placement in current ranks. Accumulating more points allow players to advance to higher ranks. In ranked mode, bronze carrot, silver carrot, and gold carrot. players can be matched together. Diamond Carrot and Carrot players can be matched together. Diamond Carrot rank winners or higher can view their global ranking on the main screen. And match history. Score faster. Rank point rules. The specific score gained for each Ether Carrot ranks is determined by a combination fight, including the player's current rank score, their match placement, and their rank scores of their opponents in that match. The maximum score is 9,999 for Ether Carrot rank. More carrots, how to the same popularity carrots, popularity gain, participate in the Grand Master Adventure, earn popularity carrots based on your rank in the match. During the event, you can earn up to 1,400 popularity carrots. Raise, survive. Okay. Open the Grand Muscle Adventure. You can check your rank here. So they made this mode. I was very curious about it because it was like they made it relevant again, which is interesting. I was like, was the mode just gonna die out because there was no reason to do it unless you had missed out on it initially, and since it's a redo chronicle thing. I said cancel, but oh well. I guess we're doing this. No. Oh fuck. Fucking hell. Ain't no way I'm this stupid, bro. You gotta be kidding me. I am doing so much worse. I didn't notice there was. No. Don't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why I do not have the IQ for this shit, I swear, bruh. One 180, 240, 300, 360. Any other things I should know about? So my question is, this gonna become like a seasonal thing? Because otherwise you're telling me I need to achieve Ether in 14 days. Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So essentially I'm just being told, play the fuck out of that mode whenever you feel. Which is interesting,
look down on me.
Do I really need to take this class? And you don't just think about it. Good day, Lord Fate.
Headmaid Rena, at your service.
Yeah, I'm just
I would
looking at the
never turn
different
down Lord Phaeton.
icon logos for like the different types. So each one's definitely a ether, quote unquote ether character, but just by the logo itself. But aside from that, her typage, like attack, defense, anomaly, support, stun, um, there's no telling really. It's like what else could they add to the game? Like if anything, I hope it's a fusion of two. Like for instance, like anomaly attack or anomaly stun. Ooh, anomaly stun would be pretty solid. Or attack stun. Um, as long as it doesn't include support or defense, I'm pretty happy with what it may be, no matter what. Like attack stun would be the most idealistic. Also, one additional thought:
Hey,
after
don't
playing
look down on
Hugo
me.
during part of the epilogue, I think he's low-key the strongest non-Void Hunter we have access to. Considering he attacks so fast, he practically is a stunner, based upon what I've seen. Now, then again, that was only through the epilogue. He might not be as cracked in our hands. I'm not really sure. Hopefully he is, because that shit was crazy fun. So, back to the brainstormage. Let me take a look at Miyabi.
I am the
Is
eye of
hers
Homer's
any
proof.
different?
Fire it up!
You have my this is the path I follow.
No, she's just straight up an anomaly. I don't know. I can't think of anything else this game could have in like type variants. I mean, we have defense, we have attack, we have support, we have stunning, we have support, stun, attack. Wait, support, stun, defense, attack, anomaly. That's already 5. I don't know what else we could theoretically have. I mean, ranged attack maybe, but there's technically already ranged characters.
Is the concept? Do I really need to take this class?
That are just considered attack and or whatever they are. Um, what else? I mean, eh. I mean, the only thing my brain could think of is like poison and or damage over time s characters, or maybe I mean a blitz meaning like they're just really fucking fast in their movements. But then again, that wouldn't really be enough to make that its own class per se. I don't know, I'm thinking too hard. Okay, so I'm looking into it, just figure out what the fuck Izuin's fucking specialty is, and it's something called rupture. Okay, so wait, Izuin's not a void hunter. Interesting. Uh, interesting. Instead, she is something called a Grandmaster. Because the symbol isn't the same, weirdly enough. So, whatever this rupture thing is called, it essentially is, big damage. Big damage. So, basically, we get ourselves a heavy attacker that ignores defense, which is going to be fucking magnificent, to say the least. So now the next step for me is to get a stunner for this team permanently. because well, otherwise I'm just gonna be using Chingy. But I think the main situation of where I would want to have another stunner, like an anomaly stunner or something, or fire stunner, either one really works in this case, would be for, well, probably, whatchamacallit, Deadly Assault. So I'm glad I looked into that. Alright, yeah, just DM'd Loma about it. So I wonder if that means we'll need to grind a whole new, um, thing for, the ability to unlock, like, her skills and everything. Like, or well, her W engine and level her character up. Are we gonna need to, like, use attack? Um, what are these called?
Hey, don't look down on me.
Wrong section. Well, we need to use, like, for instance, like, attack certification seals and fucking reinforce and the attack components, or are they gonna come out with like a new thing for rupture entirely? So but if it's able to bypass defense, will I even need a stunner? That's a good ass question. It just turns the enemy into fucking butter, bro. Nah, that's foul. Alright. Alright. You know what? Time to stop delaying. Time for us to actually progress. Alright.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby.
Don't touch me.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
Don't touch me.
Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Bruh, I'm not timing my dodges well at all. Nah, this.
Don't worry, we'll
This-
clear them out.
Alright, fucking hell.
Say no more.
Okay, so. I'm not gonna complain about the pairing here, mainly due to the fact that I at least get two ice characters that work well together. Everything's better than
Trying to destroy the goods.
the Ambi-Agent story when it comes to getting teammates.
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
Honestly, this is a rather okay pairing. So I'm quite fond of all the characters in this selection here.
You're not taking anything from here.
Let's see about that.
Hugo, get the guards first.
My turn. Fine, if you insist.
Yeah, Vivian's not too reliable in this case.
You just stepped into your own graves.
Fools. Where's my time?
I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
Where are you looking?
Understood.
The end is now.
God damn! 32,000 damage.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Not worth my time.
I'll eliminate any obstacle.
As you wish. Allow me to reap your soul.
Oh my.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But Be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS. Let's
That was
part
my
ways
bad.
here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days, so just leave it to me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being separated in the Hollow, so I'm worried about Wise's safety. Oh, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
That's not good. Uh,
This is the future I saw.
oh, we're back at this one.
Lord
Fuck.
Ethan. I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
I'm very fucking concerned. I'm very scared for the future, to put it lightly.
Leave this to me, Lord Faith.
Worst part is we don't know how distant this future may be.
Worms belong in the dirt.
Oh wait, I didn't even realize. Yeah, I'm by myself right now. Oh well. But yeah, to say the least, I am very
Lord Ethan, there
worried.
might be more serum here.
Fucking always hate when I get like this, cause my stomach's all in knots. Cause I get worried too easily.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
I'll try to go easy on you. No problem. There are containers by the fissure. There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them. It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian,
Not really.
if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed. And therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you before Father took you in. You were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian?
I don't think you're much better, buddy. I don't think you should be playing the moral games here.
You're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more life.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
This can't be good.
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders! Follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Take out these ethereals first. Look around. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste.
Nope. Ethan, how's it going? Okay, so I've learned something very interesting. So the character that's one of the characters that are coming out very soon, Izwen, she is not anything I thought she was.
Let's go after Dina.
She's a new enemy type. Not new enemy type. A new
side of the fissure.
type. Something called Rupture. Basically it it's like an attacker, but it can bypass defense. So it makes enemies butter while you being the knife, essentially. Just thought I'd notify you that, since that's one of the characters that'll be having their banner when it finally gets to Xbox. But I'm gonna stop yapping for right now.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists. Yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you. That you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing.
I noticed that. I'm very curious what that means.
Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me.
Google search it.
But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me. It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course. The same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me.
They're not even relatively the same games. What? That's a bit weird.
And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death. Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon?
Wait, I forgot that was exclusive to that game. I forgot co-op fully in a Souls-like game or a Souls board game has never been seen before until fucking Woods of the Fallen. I forgot that that shit was like seamless. You could do it from beginning to end with friends, which is not normal. But have they really added anything new per se, or is it just that? Yeah, because the way he said it, it's a definitive edition essentially now, which means like that probably means they finally have gotten it to where they're happiest with. But remember like the connection issues when the game first came out? Ooh! Wait! Wait, that's so cool! You don't even need to own Lords of the Fallen to play it as long as you have a friend to play it with? We need a Lords of the Fallen 2 or 3. We need a 2, technically, although because there was the Lords of the Fallen 2014. Because I would definitely buy another game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ethan, how long is this video? Mm. Ooh. Dead Space? Okay. W- yeah, we might want to redo. We might want to revisit Lords of the Fallen. And now that I've heard all that, I'm gonna put Lords of the Fallen in my top 10 games to finish that off. I think my personal top 10 games, Ethan, are Dead Space remake, Nier Automata, Zenless, um, Dead Island 2, Maneater, um, Helldivers 2, Starfield, um, Dead Space remake was number one. Yeah, but number eight. Let's go with Lords of the Fallen. Wait, no. So wait, number five was okay. So wait, start Dead Space remake, then Nier Automata, fucking Zenless, Dead Island 2, Maneater, uh, Helldivers 2, Starfield, Lords of the Fallen. Then put One Piece World Seeker because why not? And then let's end it off with Scarlet Nexus. That's my top 10. I'm doing Zoneless right now, so I mean, all right, I'll think. Maybe.
And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Except here's the problem, Ethan. I don't have Game Pass. No, I'm pretty sure I would need. Since it's a paid-for game, I would need fucking Game Pass to do co-op. Or I would need to game share. Yeah, we can try that. We can try that. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Either way, I'm gonna stop yapping for now so I can do the rest of this because I'm mid epilogue.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him.
That is such the wrong answer.
Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists.
Give me a sec, I'll check. I mean, I can see if it's part of PS Plus. I don't think it is, but I can check. Nope. Also, I'm not even sure if that game is cross-platform. No, it wouldn't be, I don't think. Well, shit, if you do that, Zombies Easter eggs shouldn't be happening a lot sooner than I would think. Because right now, I can't be barred to do Ghost of Tsushima, so... Alright. Either way, we'll figure that out after I finish this Zenless session.
But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt.
Well, this is currently the last bit of story there is out currently, which is the end of Season 1.
Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had.
Okay. You want to watch that Minecraft video later today, though?
In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But Have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world? I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then. Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death. Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian. I don't want to hate myself. So I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
You know, this was expected. I'm not gonna lie, this was expected.
I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian.
Not going to elaborate on that statement.
You had never existed. If I had never... You would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell. Dina, soon the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer.
What happened?
Phaethon.
I figured that was gonna be the issue. What? I'm aware. I found a really low res, like, you know the meme of the Tower of God from Soul Leveling, but it's biting its lip? I found like a 27 kilobyte version of it, so it's really fucking low quality.
Where are you looking?
Vivian, behind you!
only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm. And the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No. It can't end like this.
Oh, holy fucking shit, bro. So this is plot armor, I see. Interesting. uh, okay, yo, Ethan, the only way I can explain how that felt, what I just witnessed, I felt like getting hit by all 7 Halo rings, if you know what I mean. That shit hit. Um.
Wise, you're finally awake.
I'm at the store? I remember I was with Vivian. Wait, she injected herself with Landon's serum. Is she okay?
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. Thank goodness you woke up. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got her checked over and she was alright. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort-wise?
But otherwise, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details then.
My heart is beating so fast right now.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you, Bill. Good night.
Let me something he's about to pass out right there.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo? Lycon? Did either of you guys see it?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon. It's almost like you're claiming I can manipulate etheric energy.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher? How come I never knew about it?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies.
Bro, I feel like I was gonna have a heart attack, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
However, Miss Shen might be able
My
to
fat
answer
ass
some of your
cannot be going
questions.
through this shit.
She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Bruh. I swear, whenever I finish a section of a chapter, I feel like any time this time around, I always have such high anxiety while doing it. Because I'm concerned about what can happen. This has always been ever since since the beginning of the epilogue, and fucking actually no wait, this has always been just how I've been feeling ever since I believe Astro Yao's update and the beginning of the epilogue. My brain just been running a million miles an hour whenever a new story gets added because I'm like fucking concerned about what could happen in it.
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. Sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
Hey, well, like, you just gonna throw me underneath the bus like that? I mean, she say less, but...
But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably.
Probably?
At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
I'd suggest you go find the video, look at the channel, and you'll probably find it rather fast. If it helps you, it's from 7 months ago. I definitely need that lightheartedness towards the end there, I ain't gonna lie. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Oh my god, bro. I f it just made the R. Kelly bar. Fucking R. Kelly's for the Black Guy Peas. Fuck it up. It's so fucking great. Wait, there's more to the story? Okay, so here's the interesting part, Ethan. I just finished what the game considered to be Season 1 Epilogue Part B. And then I see a thing, talk to Belle, which means, with a red little exclamation point, meaning there's more story to be done. Bro, I don't think I can mentally handle that right now. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I know what it's gonna be about.
Hey, don't look down on. Needs asset confirmed.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
Ah, fuck it. We ball. He'd bring in a Void Hunter rank special investigator to help adjust to our ether So she is a Void Hunter rank. So she is a Void Hunter, right? Wait, I don't know anymore. She is or isn't. Either way, she's equivalent, I think. Fuck it, we ball. I guess this is what segues us into season 2. Hey, hey, Sarqueef. Sardine. So what's your thoughts on the man sandwich? How many layers to your man sandwich do you like? Yes? Oh, my bad, my bad. Well, I'm just giving you something else to think about in case you figured out your answer to the first question. My suggestion is the bad. No, wait. Is the Angry Birds method via slingshot. And or TNT cannon. Ain't no way we're about to describe the man sandwich in a scientific method. One wants to maintain one. You must maintain a parallel horizontally aligned with the partner in the combined man sandwich. You must remain soft, otherwise awkward. You must remain soft, because if you are hard, this will not be fun for either of you, unless you swing that way. Now we do not talk about the secret sauce that may or may not happen during this.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could count him as a neighbor of mine. Is there anything special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised.
Someone's watching a stream. Don't know who though.
Of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Yes, I heard your pussy, Ethan. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Hearing it squeak is another fucking word. Now that is a diabolical phrasing right there. So, Yizwen? Is how you pronounce her name? Yizwen? That is so hard to pronounce. Yes, Yixuan. Yizwen. Or Yizwen. You see, there's another character called Zhuyuan, but that name rolls off the tongue so much easier. So much. Zhuyuan. Zhuyuan. Okay, it's ZHU. Then it's JUAN, I think. Or is it? Yeah, something like that. Or is it ZUAN? I don't remember off the top of my head. But you pronounce it ZUN. Kind of like Chahayan, but it's ZUN. It rolls up the tongue, and you can sound way more confident saying that. No, we're still on episode 19. We haven't picked it back up in a fucking minute.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yuinkui Summit? Any details you can give?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yuinkui Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Better control my abilities. That sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
What does Shifu mean? Okay. Well, okay, so according to the intel I've gotten, this character is a Grand Master, whatever that means. But apparently it's equivalent to whatever a Void Hunter is, which is apparently very powerful. And then one of the two main characters you can choose to play as just called her Shifu, and I'm like, okay, now what's going on here? What does Shifu mean? Well, the funniest part is, Ethan, in the next update, apparently, we're getting a Kung Fu Panda. Essentially. If not, well, we're getting a panda with a straw hat, essentially. And they're going to be an A rank, so you're basically going to be guaranteed to get them.
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Oh, her name is Yizwen Shifu. I'm just gonna call her Shifu, cause fuck pronouncing the other shit. I cannot be bothered. On God. Ugh, fucking hell. So, the question is, now I'm like, is she a Void Hunter, or is she a Grandmaster, or is that basically the same thing, just different affiliations? I don't know at this point. Because she's been described as a Void Hunter rank, which, whatever the fuck that means. And the links I've gotten say that she's a Grand Master. I don't know anymore. I'm just confused.
Please help me check my fortune. Here's my palm. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
So this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry. I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter. Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session. All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunquai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Yingquai. Okay, that sounds cool. At least I can pronounce that. So yeah, Ethan, I usually spent like 5 minutes trying to learn, like just listening to the same audio of some guy pronouncing her name, and oh my god, I still couldn't figure it out. You want me to send you the video so you can fucking see if you can figure it out? No, it's literally just them saying it a couple of times. Although this might get you more confused. That just means it'll be funny. Notes. Yeah? What about it? Wait, what? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's crazy, bro. It's literally just horse armor. For $10? That is a bit of a scam, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, for just horse armor? And an art book? Oh, look. Oh, Sardine. I'd like to correct you on this. Dead Space, didn't have an art book from what I'm aware of for that you could charge for. If there is, maybe I would have bought it, but I don't think there was. But, from what I remember, it was an additional DLC pack that gave you something called the Venture Suit, the basically a Wendigo suit, a infected suit, a sanctified suit, a bloodied suit. At least 5 different suits you could wear. And they were actually pretty cool detailed. For instance, the infected one, you could take off the helmet, and when you take off the helmet, your head stays with it. So you're walking around headless in cutscenes and shit. Goofy as shit. But that's what that was the $10 DLC for. And personally, I liked the game enough to buy it. But but In most cases, normally you get a little bit more than just. Oh, you'd think you'd at least get armor for your character or something. But yeah, it just seems like horse armor is a little too little. It's good that they gave us something, but that's a little too little. Well, that's just my personal opinion. Then again, it only affects you if you plan on buying it. Oh, you do? Okay. Oh, then it's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, that's definitely good then. Alright, so basically you got what you get when you got, for instance, Lords of the Fallen. That gave us about the same amount of things from that as well. Same with Starfield. Except Starfield also gave us a whole ass DLC. Yeah? You never said plus more. You literally just said, you said horse armor and you said an art book. Ethan, were you paying attention at all? I'm going to agree with Ethan. Look, I'm just saying the way you worded Sardine made it sound like you said there was only horse armor and an art book. Also, the way you were conversating about it, and specifically talking about the horse armor, made it seem like there was only horse armor that you got until you mentioned the art book. For $2 whole. Interesting. Either way, I'll probably play Oblivion remaster, remake, whatever the hell it is. That's a fat cat. Oh god, oh my god, that's a chunker. Holy shit. God damn. Size of a small pig. I thought you were about to say me. I will happily agree with you. Dap me up. Look, in my current thought process, remasters are always not that good in comparison to a remake. I will always take a remake over a remaster. Shh. Shh. I heard that. But I'm just saying in general, though. I do prefer my remakes, but yeah, that is a bit of a questionable thing. If it's a remake, call it a remake. Don't call it a remaster. Okay, so The Last of Us Part 1, I think that's a remake. How is how's that a remaster per se? Might I ask? Okay, because here's the thing. I would say when they made another Last of Us, um, back in like 2014, in comparison to the 2013 one, that one I would consider a remaster. But the one they dropped in 2022, The Last of Us Part 1, I would consider that a remake, considering how it's graphically next gen and actually really good quality wise. What? Depends. How good is the game? Question: is it been enhanced for next gen yet? I don't think it would need it then, because I would only say games that were stuck in the last gen era need remasters. Remakes, I would say, remakes on the other hand, I would say probably need to be made 2 generations after. Hell no. Look, I'm gonna be dead ass. The only game I'd be willing to pay $80 for is a Dead Space 2 remake if that would ever happen. Aside from that, I would not pay a base value of $80 for any game. Well, we've been yapping this entire time, so I haven't really continued, but I can't wait for them to remaster the remake. Fucking, and it's for. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand the hype behind the Last of Us game series. To be honest, the show is actually pretty solid, but the game series it's okay at best. Honestly, after playing Ghost of Tsushima, I would still say PlayStation's best game franchise is still God of War. Ghost of Tsushima is okay, but I think it gets too repetitive. That's just my personal opinion, though. Mhm. Yote, but yes. Like, see, I like Ghost of Tsushima, but the only thing I don't like is that it just feels too repetitive. And I feel like you're just able to master things way too quickly. I feel like they should add a bit more limiters to how fast you can progress through all your skills. Because I was just into like midway through the second area, and I already felt like I had basically reached end-game power levels. But aside from that, what I would say is that Ghost of Tsushima is a very good game, but it's just really repetitive, which is its only flaw. The combat feels great and everything, but it's just repetitive feeling. And the way I kind of gauge it when I say that, which I know I do play like 10-hour sessions of it when I did start playing it, but here's my argument. I was able to do 10-hour sessions of other games constantly for even more days, and then 100% those said games. For instance, Dead Island 2. When I did that game, I was playing it for 7 days straight, like 12 hours each day. With Starfield, I did 30 days of that shit, 12 hours each day. If that's, look, you can say I over grinded it. I burnt myself out. But if I'm able to do that much on Ghost of Tsushima and burn myself out, then compare it to other games where I did the exact same shit, but I grinded more for a longer duration. And it's like, I feel like I'm making a fair evaluation by my burnout scale. And also, Last of Us is a very okay game series, if I'd say. So PlayStation exclusive-wise, it's not what PlayStation's known for that I feel that makes their exclusives good. I feel like it's the games that just happen to be exclusive. For instance, the ones that kind of got, like, they're not exclusive to PlayStation by start, they're just both there on, they're just not on Xbox or Switch kind of logic. Meaning they're on PC from the very beginning, and or mobile. Like, Zenless is really good. Fucking Helldivers is pretty solid. I mean, the EDF games aren't even fully exclusive to PlayStation. I don't know. And I feel like I'm not comparing them unfairly or anything. Because, like, the games I could compare it to when I'm saying this would be Nier Automata, fucking Maneater, Dead Island 2, Starfield. I could compare them all in the same regard, considering each of those games I 100%ed at one point. And I was constantly grinding them day to day since I started them. So it's like, if I wasn't able to burn out by doing the same thing on those games, why was I able to burn out here? Then again, this is my only critique for a game that's very good. Fucking hell. Well, the app session's over, now, I think. Sardine. Would you be interested in finishing soul leveling today? Homie, you put this shit off for a good enough amount of time, and finally back on to the schedule semi. With what? Doing what run? Oh, okay, so IRL shit. Gotcha. Right? Or you playing a game that has to deal with garbage, because I wouldn't be surprised. L. No. What the fuck? What? No, that's all I did yesterday, really. To the point where I was falling asleep while my sister was watching Queso on the 85-inch. I was like, bro, I am just so out of it yesterday, bro. I don't know why. You think I wanted you to allow this? You think I wanted to allow you to for this? Is it Rec Room or is it Among Us? Because I've seen you on both, apparently. So it's Among Us. Mm-hmm. It's fucking Among Us. I modded Among Us even at that. I know you have your own little friend group in there now, because I remember I saw you on a streaming service while chilling in there while they were still doing that. So you definitely made your own little friend group in there. Homie's been caught cheating. That's crazy. Ethan, he's cheating on you. Ethan Sardine cucked you. Nah, you do. Nah, what? Nah, with lube. It's like, look, bro. If I'm going in, we're gonna need some lube, buddy. Sardine's idea. Sardine does not care. He said that makes it better. That's crazy. Alright, Sardine, you're up first. What? Alright, I'm DMing Llama. No, Moon's too easy to answer, so you both said out of the friend group you would fuck Llama. If you had to choose a member in this friend group, aside from Moon, you, if aside from females in the friend group, aside from the females, we've had we have confirmation, and I would be the one that could definitely say I have confirmation. But that's besides the point. Back to what I was saying. We've seen her literally in her cosplays. Remember, she sent pictures. We've also heard her speak, my guy. That voice alone. Look, going based upon the shit that we know as a group. Nah, don't run away now, boy. So, Sardine, what is it? What? Oh, nah! Man, is it safe to assume I know what you mean by that, considering you only said one name? I don't want to say. It's not Jake, unfortunately, for me. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, I'm good. So, so, I'm just gonna DM Llama. Ethan said he would smash you. Yeah, I'm not gonna say any more context. Also, Sardine, how did you like that Joseph image I sent you? I'm assuming you got the point. I'm blind,
Yishren Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Yes, this is the place. Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there's no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
Well, that was interesting. Looks like I low-key got PTSD from that statement. But as long as you don't send me your dick pic or some shit, everything should be fine. That's the only way to prevent full PTSD does not come back. Okay. All the misery. Everybody wants to be me. Wait, so how many Pog? Oh my god! 330, 360, 420, 480, 540, 600, 660, 700, 740, 780, 820, 860, 900, 900 polychrome. That is almost 6 pools. So we get almost 6 pools guaranteed from that. Just by looking at that. That is nice. Alright game, can I now access...
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
Yay, I can access Vivian's
I would never turn down
affinity now. Yes, sir. Okay. Trash.
It'll be my duty to ensure your safety.
Yeah, I really did burn my tongue. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're getting a Vivian agent story anytime soon. Big sad. It is what it is. Although I would happily appreciate it. Oh, yo. I mean, it's also possible that they could drop it alongside Hugo, but I don't know why they would do that. Man, the blisters on my tongue hurt.
You want to test my hammer?
I think tomorrow I'll start raising the infinity for Vivian. What do I even name this stream though, honestly? Fucking I think I'm going with either the title Awakening or A Bitter End. I like both of them, but I don't know which one is actually more fitting. Wait, did I forget to add this stream to... I think I did. I think I clicked on it, but I think I forgot to add it. Wait, I did click on it, right? Oh, thank God. I really need to get back into the idea of some fucking... I really need to start remembering to properly check the stream for when I start it to make sure it actually goes to YouTube. so it's either I go with this option or this option. Okay, so with this one, I really want the thumbnail to really go one hand in hand with the title. I think it would have wasted life. Okay, so tomorrow should be, or later today should be, the new start of a new week for Zenless. So doing challenges and all that. Tomorrow will also be probably, I tried maxing out Vivian's Affinity. aside from that, um, tomorrow I might also start up the well, I'm pretty confident that I won't be able to do the entirety of Vivian's thing and all in one session, but I plan on doing it immediately after I do daily shit each day. That way, if people do watch my stuff, they get to see that earlier in the streams. That way, they don't end up skipping it. If they, then again, that's just assuming will watch my content. But yes, that's about it. So tomorrow I probably will start up the Redo Chronicle. So look forward to that. Aside from that, though, yep. I just been talking to myself. I did DM Llama that you said you would smash him with no context. And I will. Should I also message no lube as well? I'll just wait a. All right. So basically, I was just yapping about like my future plans because I just finished the current story. Um. Hmm. Give me a sec. I do. Give me a sec real quick to make sure I don't have anything else to do. So tomorrow, Holo Zero drops. Tomorrow I'm gonna be tomorrow I can do a bunch of the weekly shit immediately. Tomorrow I'll be able. Tomorrow I'm gonna start doing the Redo Chronicle. And start working on the Fandy grinding again. Okay. Oh, also, Ethan, I'd like to mention this game has its own entire Fall Guys mode in it that you can play with other. It has its own entire Fall Guys mode that you can play with other people. Like, I'm not kidding. It literally has its own entire thing. And they recently added an event where there's a ranked mode that has ranked mode. So you can get bronze, silver, gold, diamond, ether. Ether being the best rank. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I shit you not, this game has its own fucking, which originally this mode was introduced in a Redo Chronicle as a little side event you could do during it. Um, and I was like kind of curious about it because it's like, I was like, what's gonna happen to it once the Redo Chronicle's over? It's just gonna be a multiplayer event that we can just do, but it's like eventually no one's gonna be playing it because there's no incentive to. Now, the question is with this event, I don't know if it's going to be like a seasonal thing of where it kind of happens, or if it's just going to be limited to like this one time. But essentially, you take your Bangbu and you control it, and this like little parkour maze thing or parkour obstacle course, and try to make it to the end faster than anyone else. Or you play basically Spleef or TNT Run technically with your Bangbu, and you try to be the last one alive. That's basically what it is. Alright. Which is so far the biggest thing they've done for a multiplayer mode so far, aside from the arcade. I'm still, me and Lum are still theorizing what exactly could happen next for the multiplayer aspect. But yeah, I'm